So this question says a function f has the property that if point AB is on the graph of the equation y equals f of x in the xy plane, then the point a plus 1 comma 1/3 b is also on the graph. Which of the following could define f? Before we get to the answer or how to answer this question, we have to first understand what is it that we just read. What we've just read is that we have a point AB, and then we have the A value increasing by 1, right, A plus 1, and the B value being multiplied by 1/3, 1/3 B. How does that relate to our answer choices? Notice that none of our answer choices contain A or B. So first, we need to do a little bit of conversion. I'm going to say A comma B could be rewritten as or thought of as x comma f of x. Right? A is in the x position for the ordered pair. B is in the y position for the ordered pair. And we know from the question that y is equal to f of x, which is why I put an f of x here instead of a y. And we know that our answer choices just have f of x and x, right? So no need to use a y because what we want is f of x and x. Second of all, what is this a plus 1, 1/3 b telling us? Well, it's telling me that, for instance, if f of 0 were some value, which I'll just say a number sign, then f of 1, right, increasing that x value by 1, would be 1/3 that. In fact, I should just put a b here, not a number sign. So if f of 0 were b, then f of 1 should be 1/3 b. That's what this is telling us. And understanding that is really the key to answering this question. Because now that I know that, and I'll erase this just for some more space. Now that I know that, I can go to my answer choices and just try this scenario for each answer choice. For choice A, for instance, I can say, well, when I have f of 0, that means this x becomes 0. 1/12 to the 0 power is 1. 1/3 times 1 is 1/3. And then when I have f of 1, right, when I've increased my x value by 1, right, this a plus 1, hopefully that makes sense. When x is 1, this becomes 1/12 to the first power, which is just 1/12. 1/3 times 1/12 is 1/36. But 1/36 is not 1/3 of a third, right? We were expecting f of 1 to be 1/3, right? This answer, the original answer here, times a third. Right? That's what this 1/3 b is. We get some answer for f of 0, and then at f of 1, we get 1/3 times that same answer. So we were expecting 1/9, and we got 1/36. So choice A cannot be correct. Let's try choice B. Choice B, so A is gone. Choice B, at f of 0, we have 12, 1/3, 0 power. This becomes 1. This becomes 12. 12 times 1 is 12. And again, at f of 1, we expect to have 12 times a third. We'd expect to have the previous answer times 1/3. Is that what we get? Well, let's see. We'd have 12, 1/3, first power. 1/3 to the first power is still 1/3. And we exactly get that, right? 12 times a third, which is exactly what we get. So we get 4 here. So that does match exactly what we were looking for here, which means choice B has to be the correct answer. Now, if you were to try choice C, you would pretty quickly notice that putting a 0 here gets you 12, but then putting a 1 there gets you 36. 36 is not 1/3 of 12, which is why C is gone. And the same thing for D. If you were to replace this x with a 0, this becomes 1, you'd get 1/3. But if you were to increase that x value by 1, which means we didn't replace it with a 1, we'd get 1/3 times 12, which is 4. But 4 is not 1/3 of a third. Okay, so everything about this question really came down to understanding this concept. Whatever you start off with, is going to give you some value. As soon as that x value increases by 1, right, going from 0 to 1, then the y value should be multiplied by a third. If, for instance, I wanted to find f of 2 should be 1/3 b times another third, right? So we're always just multiplying by a third every time the x value increases. This is not the simplest question to understand. So if you have any questions that you may have, please make a comment and I'll try to clarify as much as I can. But hopefully this was clear and it makes some sense.